Welcome to the DoD official mailroom, chargedconductor.com. Working on our X motor, chargedconductor.com. What we did is we resized the header to 7.5 inches, added a nicer water elbow to it, and redid the head block spacing of the header. Well, the spacing stayed the same, but the header got about an inch longer. So this shows the gaps for the air valves, and this right here would be the water valve, and then piped out to the elbow valves, and then there's a little hole in there for the injection. This is the valve bottom. As you can see, there's the valves. Over here it went off into a pipe, and then the overhead looks like that. So alright, moving on. Our throttle linkage. This is a multiple unit injector. It goes over there. I pasted it on there and stuck it in. I redrew that. That's tight at 13 inches, which our head block is 13.25. So I might downsize this just a tad on the linkage part over here, you know. And so let's look at overhead from the throttle linkage overhead with the rocker arms and the throttle linkage on the head block. Here's what you got. You basically have two mounting screws to hold your rocker arms up, and then it's on a camshaft. And then the middle one's your fuel injection with a multiple unit injector, and then a series of throttle linkages with springs and valves right there. Then fuel line in, fuel line out return, and throttle adjustment bar. And then what we did here is we added some crab bolts to the center. I like the spade, and then the face over here. So we're playing a game of spades, three-handed spades. So basically I ran that 4 cylinders long, which would be 16 in our X-type cylinder. If you can just flip it. The crab bolts. These plates are 1/8 of an inch thickness plates. Yeah, precision cut. And these are crab bolt stands, which hold the crab plate down. They face vertical and straight across. So that's our crab plates and crab bolts. Big old nut on top of that. Alright, this is our next cookie cutter shape. Let's see. We did the cookie cutter shape. So, I'm sorry. Air conditioner on. Okay, alright. What do we got here? This is our cookie cutter shape. The front of the X. It's only 1 cylinder on this side. We've cut the cylinder block out so it has a space to run, and then the turbocharger is going to go right here. And this is the X-type motor block. And I shortened it from the top of this so I could run an exhaust tube over here and then back down to the head block, and then one over here and right back down to the head block. So that's our cookie cutter shape. And then here's your turbocharger. Horn 1 going into the left bank, horn 2 going into the right bank. So we got some downsizing to do on our turbochargers and changing of the horn. But other than that, that should be ready to go. Kind of square. Here's the camshaft, stub shaft. That'll probably be a sprocket for a chain. And you have your turbocharger. And then over here, this line right here shows the gap of the cookie cutter. We probably went out maybe 12 inches. So throttle linkage And fuel can run under this in this block without, which is underneath the top of the turbocharger, without any foul play from the horns of the turbocharger. So we can just go straight back to an X-type motor here. And alright, so basically we tapped into the left, and this taps in over here at the right. This one right hand types into the left hand cylinder block, and put an air filter on it, new sized air filter, new sized turbocharger. We're gonna work with this, how far this is, so we can use our pulleys to pull all 4 turbochargers. Will be in line on the camshaft, and then one around the belt, and one sprocket around the oil gallery on the other side of the oil gallery on the belt to hang them up, put them in drive. So this is our X-type motor. You're gonna have your turbochargers, right? Camshaft here, camshaft there, camshaft here, camshaft there. I did have them horned at 90-degree angles, but you can see I kind of drew a throttle linkage. And the other object was either go above it, which or back around into here, or just drop it. So I just kind of used the cookie cutter shape, which was this one. I used some tracing paper, and as you can see, you line these up right. You got the cookie cutter over there, and then plenty of room for the exhaust packages to patch. And that's going to be 4 cookie cutters, 1 for each cylinder. And then I'll have plenty of room for the oil galleries. And then we move off away from the turbocharger and start the governor. I know it's kind of corny, but hey, if you keep the X intact, we're good. You know, it's just trying for the easiest way here. Alright, that's today's lesson. Remember, we got the turbochargers, new header, throttle linkage. This I'm going to get some copies of. This I'm going to get some copies of. You can see where it is over here on the side, and show the valve rocker arms just because they're too simple. And that's a catch up, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, all right, but bye bye.